Welcome to Demolition Worker, where today we witness the epic dismantling of the world's longest bridge spanning across the deep ocean. Expert team has arrived to begin the complex process of taking down this engineering marvel piece by massive concrete piece. Safety is our priority, so we start by installing advanced maritime warning systems to guide all local ship traffic safely away. Sensitive seismic monitors are attached to the main structure to track every vibration during the demolition of this iconic ocean bridge. The heavy road milling machines roar to life as they start grinding away the thick asphalt surface under the bright sun. With the asphalt gone, the raw concrete skeleton of the bridge is finally exposed to the harsh elements of the ocean. Dedicated workers are busy removing the street lighting system to prepare the deck for the heavy machinery that will arrive soon. Steel guardrails are lifted away by powerful cranes and placed onto waiting barges to be recycled at the mainland facilities later. The demolition schedule is tight because we must complete the removal before the seasonal storm season hits this part of ocean. Watch closely as the milling drum spins with incredible force, cutting through the road surface with absolute precision and raw power. Engineers monitor the live data feed to ensure that the bridge remains stable while we remove the heavy surface road layers. The contrast between the stripped sections and the untouched parts of the bridge shows the scale of our current massive task. Cleanup crews are working non-stop to clear the debris and ensure the deck remains clean for the heavy lifting equipment. Advanced high-pressure water jets are now being used to slice through the massive concrete slabs with incredible ease and speed. Hydraulic jacks are positioned to lift the heavy concrete segments so that they can be safely removed from the bridge structure. The sheer weight of these concrete blocks is incredible as the crane hoists them high above the deep blue ocean waves. The concrete block is carefully lowered onto the waiting barge, where it will be transported back to the mainland for recycling. Working in the middle of the ocean presents unique challenges that require constant vigilance from every member of our engineering team. Technical team uses ultrasonic equipment to check the steel joints for any signs of fatigue before we start cutting them. Bright sparks fly into the air as the plasma cutter slices through the thick steel girders that support the heavy deck. The intense heat from the plasma torch melts the steel like butter, ensuring a clean cut for the upcoming heavy removal. Safety gear is essential here because the wind and the noise make communication difficult for everyone working on the bridge deck. The first barge is now fully loaded and begins its long journey back to the recycling plant on the distant coast. Every evening, the team meets to review the day's progress and plan the exact sequence for the next day's dangerous operations. As the sun sets over the ocean, we take a moment to appreciate the sheer scale of the work we accomplished. Even at night, the work continues under the bright floodlights to keep the project on track for the strict completion deadline. Precision is key when operating these massive cranes during the night shift when visibility is limited and the wind is strong. The steel beams are carefully stacked on the barge to ensure stability during the transport across the rough ocean water surface. Reliable power is crucial for our heavy machinery, so the maintenance crew keeps a close eye on the generators all night. From the air, the bridge looks like a glowing string of pearls stretching across the vast and dark ocean at midnight. Workers share a meal and some rest in the temporary quarters before heading back to the deck for their shift. Despite the long hours and the challenging environment, the team remains focused and dedicated to completing this massive demolition project safely. The rising sun brings new energy to the crew as we prepare for another day of hard work on the bridge. The morning shift arrives fresh and ready to take over the demolition tasks from the tired crew that worked all night. Heavy industrial drills start piercing through the concrete foundation to create space for the upcoming controlled demolition of the main supports. The dust from the concrete fills the air, but our ventilation systems keep the working area clear for the dedicated crew. Every movement of the bridge is tracked by laser sensors to prevent any unexpected shifts during the delicate removal of segments. The crane operator maneuvers the heavy steel girder with incredible skill as the ocean waves crash against the pillars down below. Bolts that have held this structure together for decades are finally unscrewed and removed to allow for the bridge dismantling process. The steel beams are salvaged and organized for transport back to the mainland, where they will be melted down for reuse. Progress is visible as large sections of the bridge have been completely removed, leaving only the main support pillars standing. The chief engineer coordinates the entire operation to ensure that every team is working in perfect harmony throughout the long day. Diamond-tipped saws are the only tools capable of cutting through this reinforced concrete without causing damage to the surrounding structure. Below the surface, the bridge pillars stand deep in the sea floor and will be the final part of this project. Our diving team performs regular inspections of the submerged pillars to ensure that everything is safe for the underwater demolition work. The diver signals that the pillar is secure and the team can proceed with the next phase of the underwater work. Controlled explosives are carefully placed around the pillar base to ensure a clean break without damaging the surrounding marine ecosystem today. The area is cleared of all personnel and ships to ensure that the controlled demolition happens safely and without any incidents. The engineer presses the button. The controlled explosion begins to break the connection between the pillar and the sea floor. A massive plume of water erupts into the air as the charges detonate and the pillar base is finally broken apart. The pillar slowly tilts and falls into the ocean, creating giant waves that ripple across the surface of the vast sea. In slow motion, we can see the sheer power of the collapse as the massive concrete structure hits the ocean surface. The water slowly returns to a calm state after the massive impact, and the debris begins to settle on the floor. Our engineers verify that the fall was perfectly executed according to the plan, ensuring that no environmental damage was caused today. An excavator on the barge begins to clear the concrete debris from the area so the shipping lane can reopen soon. Looking from above, we see the gap where the pillar once stood, marking the completion of another major demolition project phase. The crew celebrates the successful and safe completion of the most challenging part of the project with cheers and high fives. The project manager smiles with relief, knowing that the dangerous phase is finally behind them and everyone is safe and sound. As the drone flies away, we capture the true scale of the structure against the vast horizon of the deep ocean. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey here at Demolition Worker as we continue to dismantle the world's structures. The final signs and safety barriers are removed as the team prepares to wrap up the last phase of this project. Heavy equipment is loaded onto the transport ship as the sun sets on another successful day of work at the site. The final bolt is tightened on the shipping container to secure all our tools for the long journey back home tomorrow. The ship filled with equipment sails slowly away from the bridge, heading towards the distant mainland coast as night falls today. Our workers sweep the deck one last time to ensure that no debris is left behind that could harm the environment. The bridge is now just a shadow of its former self after our team has worked so hard on this project. The project manager looks back at the bridge one last time, feeling satisfied with the job that the team has done. The gentle waves lap against the remaining concrete pillars, creating a peaceful sound that contrasts with the busy activity of today. Beautiful starlit sky reflects on the calm ocean surface with the silhouette of the bridge visible in the distance tonight. The crew prepares their gear for the next day of demolition by organizing their tools and checking the safety equipment again. The updated map shows the progress we have made and the remaining sections that still need to be removed very soon. The drone flies along the bridge at dawn, showing the work that lies ahead for the team in the coming days. The workers start the morning shift by drinking coffee and discussing the plan for the day as the sun rises high. The milling machine grinds the surface against with sparks and dust flying in the morning light as the work continues now. The crane lifts a massive concrete segment with the ocean background providing a dramatic contrast to the industrial machinery at site. The steel cable is under tension, holding the massive weight of the concrete block as it is moved carefully over water. The concrete block is lowered onto the barge, landing perfectly in place among the other salvaged materials from the bridge structure. The engineer writes down the progress in a logbook, ensuring every detail is recorded for the final report of this project. The sun shines brightly on the bridge, highlighting the textures of the concrete and steel as the demolition team works hard. The workers take a short break sitting on the edge of the bridge deck, enjoying the view of the vast ocean. The steel cutter slices through a girder with the sound of metal on metal echoing across the bridge and the sea. A piece of steel falls onto the barge, creating a loud bang that signals the successful completion of another cut today. The high-angle shot shows the progress of the demolition, with more sections of the bridge gone than ever before today. The engineer checks the sensor data on a tablet, confirming the stability of the remaining bridge structure remains high and safe. The vast blue ocean stretches to the horizon, emphasizing the immense scale of the project we are undertaking in this environment. The workers clean up their tools at the end of the day, preparing for the final phase of the bridge project. Purple sunset over the ocean, with the bridge silhouette standing against the vibrant colors of the sky as day ends. The workers walk off the bridge at the end of their shift, tired but proud of all their hard work today. The bridge is illuminated by night lights, looking beautiful and mysterious against the dark ocean, waiting for the next day's work. Thank you for watching Demolition Worker, and we hope you enjoyed this look at how we take down the biggest bridges. We look forward to bringing you more exciting demolition projects in our next episode, so please subscribe to our channel now. Don't forget to like and share this video if you want to see more amazing engineering feats from our expert team. This episode showed the incredible effort required to dismantle such a massive structure, and we hope you learned something new today. The entire team waves goodbye from the deck of the ship after completing another successful and safe bridge demolition project today. Stay tuned for our next adventure, where we will take on an even bigger challenge than the one we saw today. The waves continue to crash on the shore as we prepare for our next big project in the coming weeks ahead. Thank you for being part of the Demolition Worker community, and we will see you in the next episode very soon. Goodbye, and see you next time on Demolition Worker, where we take down the world's biggest structures for a better future.